call the names. Wake the room. Wake the room. Wake the room! Lou, Rex, Pam Ray, Naomi, Afasiana, Babbler, Monarch Soul, Jojo, Grey Eyes, fill my eyes. Poets assemble. No masks, no manners. Say it plain, or say it broken. Monday night in the garden of enlightenment. Low light lit minds, every line got intent. Clock ticks crooked and the room turns vigilant. Quiet so loud you can hear what the tension meant. Then it slips after midnight, manners get murdered. Nice little masks get cracked by a word or a murmur. Twisted Tuesdays twist truth till it turns on its heel. Clean cut faces go strange when the dark gets real. You can feel that shit, that slick little slip when the grin stays sweet, but the eyes don't sit. Like the room grew ribs, like the walls grew ears, like the hush got hands and it's pulling you near. And the words don't rest, they press. Put a heel on the chest, leave a dent in the breath. Every line like a knock from the back of the brain. Like you came in one shape, you won't leave the same. Late night poets, where the room leans in, where the sharp gets shown and the soft don't dim. Late night poets, hear the whole thing shift from a whispering the ribs to a line that lifts from the darkened edge of doubt to the pull you can't ignore. We don't just read the night, we make it something more. Say it plain, say it broken. Late night poets, Wednesday breaks, parts in the park, sink down the spine, half halo, half hazard, both hands in the light. In the yard, a seduction walks soft through the smoke. Silk on the tongue with the blade in the joke. Books and bards wakes dust in the depth of the shelves. Old ghosts lean out and start naming themselves in a craft and sullen up the ache. Gets a voice, pain stands up straight and makes silence a choice. Then break on through when the devil gives way. When the masses sink but the pulse says pray. Echoes in the dark, oh hun, the fear. That thing with no name starts ringing in your ear. Say it, say it. Fill my eyes with poetry, don't water it down. Let it bite, let it bloom, let it burn through the crowd. Bad company grins like a bruise, dressed smart. And rhythm and rhyme puts a boot through the heart. Late night poets, where the room leans in, where the sharp gets shown and the soft don't dim. Late night poets, hear the whole thing shift from a whisper in the ribs to a line that lifts from the darkened edge of doubt to the pull you can't ignore. We don't just read the night, we make it something more. Say it plain, say it broken. Late night poets, some come shattered, some come slick. Some speak honey with a blade in it. Some sound velvet, some sound wire. Some walk in low and take the room higher. Some come holy, some come liars. That's the thing! This ain't filler for the dead space, no. There's a pulse with a pen, this is blood with an echo, this is breath to the backbone, ink with the crown. Live mics, live nerves, truth laid bare in the round. This is the beautiful mess, the bruise and the bloom, the line that cuts clean and makes a little room. Late souls, wide eyes, all nerve in the dark. A room full of hearts beating hard through the dark. Wake the room, wake the room. Late night poets, where the room leans in, where the sharp gets shown and the soft don't dim. Late night poets, hear the whole thing shift from a and more. Late night poets, when the clock slips past polite, we tell the truth. LNP, we love you. Stay frosty.
Well, hello everyone. Well, welcome to the show. Tonight we're celebrating LNP's 10th year on the radio. Unbelievable. It just, wow, seems like, wow, it just seems like it was only yesterday we started. And then in other ways, it seems like it's just been here forever. So hello Rex, hello Gray, hello Pam. Hope everyone's doing well.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello. Look, we're going to start this show off with, well, a little bit of a toast. Here's to all our hosts and hostesses throughout all the years that have made this all possible. And I hope everyone enjoys the show. Hey, Rex, what's happening?
Not much. What's doing?
Nothing. You're very quiet. Oh, where did Pam go? Oh, Pam fell off the face of the earth. Hi, Robbie. Yeah, I don't know quite how that happened.
It sounded like running water there for a second.
It did, because there was a pop of a cork, and then it was pouring of champagne.
Ah, okay.
It goes with our theme. Here, listen again. Here it comes. Look, Sam's back. Hi, Sam. Here she is. I just went to let her on the stage, and then I remembered she just automatically shows up there. So yes. Well, hey, Gray. It's like on mute over there, being so good. I know that won't last long.
I feel my eyes.
How are you, Gray?
Great, thank you. And how are you?
Oh God, if I was any better, I'd be twins. You know that. Y'all know that by now. I've been saying that line for probably 9 years. Oh God, but so it's nice to have you all join.
Yeah, since I've met you, for sure. 10 years ago.
Pretty much 10 years ago. You aren't far from that 10-year point yourself. Neither is Pam, and I don't think Rex is either. I think y'all been on board just about the whole time. Close to it. And I'm happy to have you all on board. Because without you guys, and Lulu, and Faziana, and Babbler, and JoJo, and Monarch, really, what would we have? I mean, really. It's all about you guys. I only do a couple shows a week, and I hide in the background as much as I can. That's, my favorite place, actually. But Fridays, they egg me into, so here I am on Fridays. And I've been on Friday nights since 10 years ago. Rex has been around almost forever, haven't you, Rex?
It's kind of feels that way sometimes.
Yeah, I bet. And Pam, well, I think she's been around forever, too. And Gray, we know you have.
Yeah, like 9.5 years or something like that.
Well, Rex is a dinosaur, so,
Right, absolutely. And then Lou's been here since the very beginning.
I'm just a Triassic bag of bones.
Triassic bag. Wow. Yeah. But I think out of the original crowd, we have Lou. And then Gray followed Lou in, and then we had Pam and Rex not long after. It's been a lot of fun. We had a lot of good hosts through the years. We did. We've had some issues, but we've had a lot of good hosts. And yeah, that's what makes it all work. So yes, and that's what made it all work. So I do appreciate everyone. So yeah, let's see. We have a nice board of poetry tonight. Intimidas Rex has a treat for us tonight. I don't know if he's noticed yet. Because Rex has actually walked us through all these years. Haven't you, Rex? Pretty much?
Yeah, a few things.
Yeah, a few things. I mean, you've hit a lot of different spaces throughout the course of time. So that's really nice. Um, and the one, don't know, I think I've saved the one. Or Pam, I don't know if Pam found it or if I saved it from one of my lists. And then I went over to look at something, and then I realized there were others. And I said,
Oh
wow,
yeah, I went updated every couple of years.
yeah, yeah. So I said, wow, that's
So
really
it's what was
interesting.
the last one was last year.
Okay.
Uh, the third one was 4 years, well, 5 years ago now.
Yeah,
And the second one was in 20, so that's 6 years. And the first one must have been probably the year before that.
yeah. But I thought that was neat because when I found the other ones, I said to Pam, and I was on the phone with her, I said, oh. And I'm thinking to myself, this is a great walk through time, you know? Because I know you mentioned people in different ones, different people.
Yeah, well, the last one I included a bunch of the crowd itself.
Yep. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. So I just grabbed them all. I tried to call and ask your permission, but now I'm just going to beg forgiveness and say, well, that's what I did. I had a boss one time tell me it's better to ask for forgiveness than to beg for permission.
Yes.
Yeah, he did. Honest God, boss told me that. I was like, what the this guy? But of course, he meant it on his corporate level. But that's okay. I carried it around with me for a while. Many years, many years. So yeah. So I don't know. Who wants to say something about 10 years? Are y'all tired? Nobody.
No.
You're not tired. Very good. Pam, are you tired? Pam should be really tired.
No, I'm surviving on caffeine and willpower and love of poetry, so it's all good.
That's how you started. Caffeine, willpower, and a love of poetry. Ain't nothing changed about you. Gray, what about you? You tired? He's not answering. You better come on.
No, I'm 18 for the last 38 years, so
Well,
doing good.
I know you've been 18 since the day I met you. Made me laugh. Um, oh, and by the way, in the beginning, I didn't mention Naomi, and I don't want to exclude Naomi. Naomi is part of our host and hostess. Her and Lydia have just been away for a while, so hopefully we'll get them back soon. It would be nice. Um, Once Lydia gets back, then we can teach her how to get in here and make it work. Poor kid. Oh my God. But yeah, so oh, I don't know. Rob was talking in the other room about he realized he could do this, so that's a good thing. And yeah, so nobody's tired. That's a good thing. So that's four of us. Hope everybody else feels the same way. Yeah.
Speaking
So
of tired, have anybody heard from Lawrence?
Lauren, well, yes, I did. He said he hasn't been sleeping. He put a piece on the board tonight, and it was kind of weird. And I said, "That's a great piece for tonight's celebration, Joe." So he asked me if it was supposed to be LNP poetry, and I said, "Well, if you want it to be." And he said, "I'm going to take it down." I said, "Okay," but he hasn't put anything new up yet, so I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah. So what am I going to do? I wouldn't mind running there. But yeah, I did speak to him briefly. Briefly. Let's see what this is. What's this? They're all carrying on over here in the chat. What are they talking about, Pam? Pam, I think they're talking about you.
Yeah, they said that tell the truth, Pam, it's caffeine, candles, and whiplashes.
Ah, is that what it is?
That is a part of it.
Oh. Yep. That carries her a long way. Hi, Cedar. It's good to have you here. Oh my gosh. No, see, talking about Pam. They're talking about Gray. I don't know where the hell that went. Oh no, you said it. I've been going on 18 for 38 years. Yes, he has. No lie. Uh, so I don't know. So well, hopefully that my sound has straightened out for everybody. Uh, yep, yep, yep.
That does sound better.
Well, good. I don't know why, but
I
I don't know, but it's okay.
I don't know, but whatever position you're holding your head in, keep it that way.
I might have a crick in my neck. I might need therapy. Robbie, can you recommend anybody? Oh no. So yeah. So we have a nice board tonight. Pam ran a contest, and I pulled a few things out of my little archives from years past, and yeah. So I think we got a show. How about that? How's about that?
Sounds good to me.
Right?
I like it.
I guess I should ask how everybody's weather is. Gray, how's your weather? He's never here when the weather.
Uh, it's pretty hot and sunny. 24
Uh,
degrees.
that sounds cold to me. So yeah. Sorry. Just saying. We were up like near 90 today. So uh, it's crazy. Well, nice and sunny. We were humid as hell. Were you humid? See, we have a lot of humidity. Yuck. I don't like it. I'm talking to you, Gray. I haven't shifted yet.
Yeah, 75.2 degrees Fahrenheit here.
Oh, nice. Was it humid?
No, not humid at all.
Yeah. And Pam, how about you? How was your weather?
Oh, it was pretty nice. It made it up to like 75, but I got out and went for a walk when it was still like 70, and there was a nice cool breeze, and it just was a really nice time to get out and go for a walk. So I
Nice.
enjoyed it.
75 sounds wonderful to me. It was horrible here. Rex, how about you? How was your weather?
Back to back 96, 80% humidity,
God.
stagnant air.
Uh, I can relate. We're supposed to have rain sometime, but that worries me because it might just be more humid tomorrow. But well, guess we'll see. It's either going to bring it down or it's going to stay. But it was horrible. It was like walking out into an aquarium. You got to take a breath and you're pulling in all that darn. Ugh, just it felt like you're breathing in water. So let's see what everybody else says. Robbie says his weather is a jumping jack. Cloudy, sunny, cloudy, sunny. Perth is 55 and he's freezing his bits off. 55. I don't know. He must be giving me Fahrenheit because 55 otherwise would be really hot. Robbie says it's cooler in the evening. Oh God. It's not Wednesday, Robbie. He says he's hot stuff. It's always hot where he is. Aaron says it's 60, but it feels like 54 and it's supposed to rain soon. 70% chance of it in Melbourne. Jeff Saul said 94 here in northern New Jersey. Yeah, see? He's a neighbor. Yeah, it's hot. Jojo says the same as me, hot and humid. And Cedar, how about you, buddy? Ain't I a pain in the butt? You thought you might just sit here and be quiet. I'll
Uh,
make you say something. It's all good. Um, but yes, what's going on over here? Nada. It's quiet over there. LNP is quiet. So yeah, so it works. Cool summer weather on the west coast. Do you love it? Oh, yeah. My brother's from California, and he's in this week for graduation. My nephew's graduation, and he says, yeah, he's like sitting there, and they had the graduation yesterday afternoon outside in the heat and humidity, and he says, man, he says this is awful. He says, in California we have a lot of heat. He says it's nothing to have 105 degrees and you go out there and you're working in it. He says, but boy, that humidity is murder. So yeah, I get it. I get it. It's some crazy weather. I don't know. I don't like the humidity. It takes the starch right out of me. But anyway, yes. I guess maybe we should futter on with the show.
Roll on down the highway.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out how I want to play yours though, Rex. Do I want to play the first one like at the beginning of this show and then throw one in every so often? I don't know.
Don't know. It's your
You know.
show.
Oh, you know what? Just for that, I'm putting yours up first because you're the first reader. That's what you get for that. See? Okay. This was an oldie but a goodie, and this is called Sparking Radio Fire Dreams by Intimitus Rex. And this one is from forever ago. That's what I need. Oh my god. Wow. Did everybody hear that?
Hear what?
No.
Oh, I'm glad that you I answered that already, Aaron. Yes, I did. I said yes up there, I think. I'm pretty sure. Okay, because when I went to put the link up and I went to open it, all of a sudden Happy Anniversary started playing from the Flintstones. And it was very loud. And I was like, uh-oh. So anyway, Sparking Radio Flyer Dreams. And this is a piece by Intimitus Rex. And he wrote this back in 2018. So, Rex, whenever you're ready.
All right. Sparking radio flyer dreams. I got an invite from that dipper burning bright, and that seven Majoris was burning. The ladle it gleams from her flowing streams, a galaxy of souls in there churning. We walk late in the night, these poets of insight, breathing soul of winds we fly freely. When the radio waves call, come one and come all, from the hell the Ursa is steely. Come one and come all, when the radio does call, as we ring that bell twice nightly. After midnight's verse, here's a comet tail burst, where a voice can walk that rope tightly. From those heavens above come those sounds of love, as long in the morn we are sharing. There are giggles and laughs and musical paths where the she-bear is seafaring. Now light out a cheer where the waves never fear, and that radio begs you to call in. For that mic it stands strong, as all do belong to the LNP cosmos so sprawling. Gray dove silk rays walk in hattered displays, where a rhymer can rock in the ocean. To leeward shores laurel harmony explores, and tears fill my eyes with emotion. There you go.
Very, very nice, Rex. Boy, you must have been tuning up all evening.
I I didn't know I was here.
Yeah, see. That's all right. That's a good one. It's been a long time. 2018. That's 8 years ago, right? Yeah, 8 years ago.
8 years ago, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's names in there that were with us at the time and have moved on since, and that's the way it goes some days. What does Robbie say? Rex gets tuned up by pulling on those short T-Rex arms. Oh my God. Mommy said on you, Skipper.
Ah,
Uh, that's the Edmund Fitzgerald. Silly. Rex Aaron says, "Is that the 3-hour tour, Rex?" It's not a Gilligan thing. They're so silly around here.
remember that one too?
No, so it actually, he sounded fine, Rex. Don't pay any attention to them. Uh,
Yes.
okay.
See?
Well,
Dog pile on my rabbit, huh?
ah, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Ah,
But, Pam, you want to say something? I mean, I know you've commented on this piece. Gray, I'm not sure if
Oh
you
yeah, this is definitely one of those pieces that show how awesome Rex truly is. I mean, it's just so much fun, great wordplay, and it's a joy to have this one read on this show. So Thank you, Rex. And thank you, Jean, for putting it on the board.
Well, I don't know. I thought you found it. I don't know. Maybe I found it. I don't know. But
You
anyway,
did. You
whichever.
found it. I'd like to take credit, but I can't. You know.
Okay, Rex made it. That's all that matters. Gray, did you want to say something?
Sure. Rex, you sang that song with a voice so strong it took me to reminiscing. um, I love Gordon Lightfoot in that song, Edmund Fitzgerald. There's something so haunting about it. But you did a beautiful right to that, and I thought it was an excellent song. So nicely done, Rex.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was a great piece. Awesome, and I appreciated you and the tribute very much. It was a great job, and yeah, I like the fact that there's enough folks in there, that kind of sparks from the beginning of time, our time. And
That was everybody who was on board back then.
yep, yep, absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, it worked well, worked well. So that was good stuff, good stuff. Now I have to go to Gray. See, um, okay, Gray. This is called Ashes by Mike Horsfall. And whenever you're ready.
All right, sorry, I just got to refresh my page here. All right.
Just don't hit the back button.
No, I won't do that. Ashes by Mike Horsfall. I close the journal. The page is whisper. Hush. Leather spine of days clicks shut. Pen placed on the blankness. Obedient. I listen for the black ink's aftersound. The words empty promises. The pages empty song. And the room holds its breath. Not a prayer. Not apology. Just life, I think, was ignition. A match struck at dusk. The lift, fierce, unreasonable, skyward. The air tearing open behind. The thin whistle of becoming. Then the spread, colors everywhere. Blue that bruises, green that heals, gold, brief as belief, bright. The heavens adorned, glistening, each point insisting, look now. Then the dark returns, no slow leaving, just absence, sudden and total. The tube burnt cardboard, lightless. What held gunpowder starlight, now hollowed, and the rain begins, gentler. Ash drifting down, without weight. On the blank pages it settles, on my knuckles, on the hush. I watch it darken the white. I let the pen remain there, as if it could still begin, but instead, just ashes. End poem.
Nice
Great
read.
read there, Gray. Thank you very much. Gingini, we'll start with you.
Oh, see, he's going to
Bring
start
out
with
the
me.
Bombays and let the sapphires flow.
I thought this was a great write by Mike, and I cheated and I went down to the author's notes. He said an extended metaphor on life is a firework, a whoosh, a bang, brilliant colors, then just ash. And I think he did a wonderful job carrying that metaphor all through the piece. He really did. I think he captured exactly what he wanted to do. Um, I closed the journal. The pages whisper, "Hush." Leather spine of days click shut. Pen placed on the blankness, obedient. I listen for the black ink's after sound. The words empty promises, the pages empty song. And the room holds its breath. Not prayer, not apology, just. And then it goes, into the spaces about the fireworks. And I think he did a fabulous job. He always has wonderful imagery in his pieces, and it was an excellent take on um, that parallel between a firework and life, because it's true. We all go through it. So well done, well done.
Nice. Thank you, Gene. All right, Pam, what about you?
Yeah, this has strong lines throughout, great extended metaphor, brilliant imagery. And, I thought it was well written all the way through, but I did especially like that third stanza. So, very well done by Mike Horsfall.
Right.
Nice.
It
Thank you,
was.
Pam. And Grace, since you got to read it, what about you?
I thought it was rich in metaphor. The imagery was excellent. I like the truth in the lines of ashes falling. Um, after the sorry, my mom's adding ice cubes to my cooler here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks,
Well,
Mom.
she can't have none
Oblivious,
unless you share them.
oblivious to me being on a poetry show, but I love her though.
Yeah.
What can I say? Anyway, um, yeah, I like the imagery of the dust drifting down without weight on blank pages. It settles on my knuckles on the hush. I watch it darken the white. I let the pen remain there, as if it could still begin, but instead, just ashes. Fantastic, right? And it was a pleasure to read it, Mike.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Well, you guys took up the metaphor and everything else, so I guess I'll have to dip into something else.
Mm.
I'll go with the extended metaphor that also runs into the fireworks, exposing that that brief ignition of mental acuity, which births that firestorm, that bloom as he hits it, the blue that bruises, green that heals, gold brief is belief bright. The heavens adorn, glistening, each point insisting, look now. That note of uh, uh, everything coming together, coalescing in the mind, and then it gets birthed to the paper because it needs to be writ in the moment. So I walk on that line since you guys covered everything else. And the ashes kind of hits on that note of happiness, but also a touch of sadness because that moment has now finished before the
Mm-hmm.
next one comes along.
Yep. Yep. It was. I thought it was a great metaphor for life. Um.
Yes,
Yeah.
brief flashes and
Yep.
then the normal stuff.
Yep. 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 You get that aging process in there, the whole 9 yards. The way he wrote that. So very well done. Pam, I'm going to come to you next. And this is a piece called Hard Crack by Letters by Leary. By the way, Leary's listening over on YouTube. She said great
Hello,
job.
Larry. How you doing?
Yes, she said great job on your poem. And yeah, so whenever you're ready, Miss Pam.
All right. Your pole ripens in me like molten sugar. We melt, we blur. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard something, so I thought somebody was saying something to me. So okay, sorry. All right, Hard Crack by Letters by Larry. Your pull ripens in me like molten sugar. We melt, we blur, raise the heat until it burns. Caramel at high temperature stretches, resisting its limits. One day I walk in on you, hurling water at his face, screaming, my son will not be weak. I shove you, plant my feet. Don't leave. At its peak, sugar pulls for inches before it shatters. I lose count of the times I excuse you, our fire licking walls, until winter creeps and cold enough to crack the last inch of us. Once hardened caramel does not yield. It snaps, loud, final, done. End poem.
Nice, great read there, Pam. Thank you very much. And Gray, let's start with you.
Yeah,
And
I liked it. I mean, everything sweet turns to rock hard. And it starts out all juicy and flexible, but finishes like a hard stone that breaks teeth when you chew into it. So I thought it was a great metaphor for love and what happens as it fades away. Nicely done. Great read, Pam.
thank you, Gray. Gingini.
Oh yeah, I thought this was a great piece by Leary. Nice metaphor, very well expressed, and it is. Everything is sweet. and when it's all new. And as time goes by, it just, and it says toxic relationships in here. So, when you get down towards the end, um, hang on, because I have to paste it before I can reread it. Um, you know, I shove you, plant my feet, don't leave. Its peak sugar pulls for inches before it shatters. I lose count of the times I excuse you, our fire licking walls, until winter creeps in, cold enough to crack the last inch of us. Once hardened caramel doesn't does not yield. It snaps loud, final, done. There's strong emotion in there because I mean, I think most of us can kind of relate to some of that. I mean, it just if it's a bad relationship, toxic relationship, you just it does. It just snaps. When it's done, it's just done. And I think that it was really well expressed. So, nice job, Leary, and thank you so much for sharing this with us. Um, by the way, her and Mike's piece came up before the contest went up, so we were happy to have them on those terms because it's well done, well written poems. So
Nice.
just wanted to say that. Mhm.
Thank you, Gingy. All right, Pam, you read it. What about you?
Yeah, it was such an honor to read this. As always, she's got these powerful lines with amazing imagery and metaphors. This is just a very powerful write on no longer being willing to put up with toxic behavior in a relationship, especially once it starts being turned towards your child. So excellent write and very well done by Letters by Larry.
Nice, thank you. I think Gray hit on that note of how sweet turns to poison, because you got that opening note of uh, those first four lines right into note of the purity of sweetness, and then you get that until it burns. I like it. She rolled into that note of caramel, and kept on that note of sugar at its peak. Sugar pulls for inches before it shatters, and still rolled into that note of fire. Our fire-licking walls until winter creeps in cold enough to crack the last inch of us. And then once again, once hardened, caramel does not yield. It snaps loud. Final. Done. Ooh, great.
Mhm.
I love the illusion wrought with this piece because it does hit on that idea of caramel itself and how it's used to exemplify that toxicity. So nicely done, Larry.
Hey, my last three little dots, and we're good. Okay, now we'll pull up this next piece, and you got to go to the right place. And this is called "All the Words to This Poem Are Missing" by Just Poppy. So let me. Okay,
You
John's
gonna
over on
sing?
YouTube. Yeah, well, no, I'm not going to sing. It's not a song. You're so silly. I got plenty to sing later as time goes on. So, all the words to this poem are missing by Just Poppy. Today, I lost all the words that I need to write poetry. Maybe they were afraid that I would write something scary and are hiding. So, I looked under the bed, but all I found was dust bunnies. Maybe they got dirty and I cleaned them. So, I looked in the washer, but all I found was my missing sock. Maybe they didn't like me because I misspelled them and they ran away. So I called the grammar police. They told me to keep searching. Maybe they are no longer useful and have been put in storage. So I checked the attic, but all I found was a jar of nails and grandpa's old dentures. Maybe they were never lost. So I pick up my trusty pen, then look within, and all the words I need to write poetry come pouring out. End poem.
Great, Regine. Thank you very much. That was clever. Uh, Gray, let's start with you. What do you think?
Gray's got a
Sorry,
devil.
my mute button was eluding me. But I like it. I like the metaphor of writer's block. when you go to look for a word and it's just not there. So in the end, you just pick up your trusty pen, look within, and all the words you need to write poetry just come pouring out. Beautiful, right? And an excellent read as well, Phil.
Thank you.
Nice, thank you, Gray. And Pam, how about you?
Yeah, I enjoyed this. The I like the sense of humor, and the wordplay, and I thought it was just really a clever and entertaining write on how inspiration comes from the most unexpected places. I think there's great lines throughout, but I did especially like, maybe they didn't like me because I misspelled them and then they ran away. So I called the grammar police. They told me to keep searching.
Right,
That was great. Very well done by Just Poppy.
right.
Nice. All right, Gingini, you got to read it, so
Uh,
look
this
about
this was
you.
based on one of the prompts that Pam put in the contest, and it says poetry is really a way of sharing feelings and ideas. And I think she hit that prompt well. I thought it was nicely penned, clever, and well done. I picked it up here. Maybe they're no longer useful and have been put in storage. So I checked the attic, but I only found a jar of nails and Grandpa's old dentures. I almost started laughing when I read that. Maybe they were never lost. So I picked up my trusty pen, then looked within, and all the words I need to write poetry come pouring out. Isn't that really the way it is? Like, you kind of sit there and search for words and search for something to write about, or, what have you. And all of a sudden, after a while, you just go and the words just kind of flow. You know, Editing doesn't count, they still flow. So I think that this was nicely done by Just Poppy. So nice job, and thank you for sharing. Hmm.
Nice. I like the picture and the run with the detective angle. Plus the thought of the everyday mundane things that roll in here. There's nothing scary under the bed, just the bloody dust bunnies.
Right.
And that note of the dryer always eats socks, but oh, found it. It was still in the washer. Okay, nice touch with that. And then you get the angle of those who have to be particular when it comes to grammar. So you got the grammar police. Ah, they told me to keep searching. I did like Grandpa's old dentures. That was funny. And it does. It is the last stanza walks back to that note of, hey, you can't push it. It'll come when it comes.
Hmm.
And that's the end of the tale.
Right. Right. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. And hello, Luyu. I know she's over there in LNP. I'm not sure if she clicked on the YouTube link, but and I didn't hear her come in, so I don't think she's here. No. Hello, Laurent. Okay. Laurent is here, so I'm going to pick him up. Hello, Laurent.
Good evening. Sorry I'm late.
No problem.
Hey, hey, hey.
We don't
Hey,
punch
hey,
clocks
hey.
around here. Only some of us. Let me see now. Yes. Okay. So the next piece that I'm going to pick up is called The Pinnacle. I think I already put it up over here. Hang on. Getting a little senile. Oh, I didn't mean to say that loud. And Rex, I'm coming back to you. This is called The Pinnacle by Jody Mountain.
Alrighty. The Pinnacle by Jody Moulton. I was looking for an indication, some signal carved into the sky, some sacred arrow pointing upward, telling me which mountain was worth the climb. I was seeking higher elevation, a place above the noise, above the weight of yesterday, where my lungs could fill with something cleaner than regret. But lately I've been breaking, cracks running through my foundation, like rivers searching for the sea. I've hidden from the spotlight, ducked beneath its judgment, let shadows stitch me into their quiet corners. Now, the more I stray, the less I fear. The more I reach, the more I fade away, as though every dream I touch takes a piece of me with it, as though becoming requires a kind of disappearance. The darkness now in front of me is calling out, not with threats, but with a voice familiar enough to sound like home, and I won't walk away. I'm bursting like the 4th of July, so absorb my color and blow me away. I'm broken in the prime of my life. I was always up for making changes, always wandering down strange streets, shaking hands with strangers, finding fragments of myself inside their stories. I held open every door I found, believing opportunity was simply kindness wearing a different face. I always looked up for higher floors, higher ceilings, higher truths, always convinced there was another level waiting beyond the one beneath my feet. Now I'm flipping through my life, turning pages with trembling hands, reading old chapters that no longer recognize me. The boy I was, the man I became, the ghost I'm becoming, all living in the same book. Yet somewhere beyond the fear, beyond the breaking, beyond the darkness calling my name, a voice rises. Not from heaven, not from the crowd, from within. Rise up. Rise up from the ruins, rise up from the doubts, rise up from every version of yourself that could not survive this climb. Rise up and become the elevation you were searching for. End
Mm,
poem.
nice.
All right, Laurent, you just came in the door, so we're going to beat you up on the way in.
Well, you're gonna have to bear with me because I've been under the weather, and you know as well as I do, when you're under the weather, you are in kind of a fog. So, given that, I love the ending of this and become the elevation you were searching for. We lead our lives a certain way, and regardless of how we attempt to live it, life takes us in directions that we're not always ready for. The boy I was, the man I became, the ghost I'm becoming. Those three lines kind of a retrospective looking back at your life, usually at a time when you've been around for a while. And you realize that no matter what happens, if you do crash before you go, you need to rise up from the ruins, rise up from the doubt, rise up from every version of yourself that could not survive this climb. You need to try and pick up a little bit of what you were reaching for initially. Uh, Sharing poetry, yeah, that's all part of it. Great piece.
Nice. Thank you, Laurent. Pam.
Yeah, as always, Jody has strong imagery and metaphors. I like how this speaks on rising up and starting a journey of personal growth. I did add in my comment that to me, poetry is such an important part of that journey, in my humble opinion. And I just thought there were great lines throughout, but I especially like now I'm flipping through my life, turning pages with trembling hands, reading old chapters that no longer recognize me. Wonderful lines and very well done.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, Pam. Gray, how about you?
Yeah, I thought it was wonderful. You did a great read of it, Rex. But I like the introspective nature. Becoming the elevation itself is a wonderful thought. You become the elevation you were searching for is an excellent way to end the poem. I thought it was introspective and engaging throughout. Rise up. Rise up from the ruins. Rise up from the doubt. Rise up from every version of yourself that could not survive this climb. Rise up and become the elevation you were searching for. Excellent, right? Great
Nice.
read, right?
Thank you, Gray. All right, Gengini.
I thought this was a beautiful piece penned and a wonderful share. There were so many great thoughts throughout the piece. And it's always a pleasure to read Jody's work. I picked it up. The boy I was, the man I became, the ghost I'm becoming, all living in the same book. Yet somewhere beyond the fear, beyond the breaking, beyond the darkness calling my name, a voice rises. Not from heaven, not from the crowd, from within. Rise up from the ruins, rise up from the doubt, Rise up from every version of yourself that could not survive this climb. Rise up and become the elevation you were searching for. I think it's just wonderful. So excellent job, and thank you so much, Jody. Appreciate you. And this was based on the same prompt. Poetry is really a way of sharing feelings and ideas. So just wanted to toss that in there.
God, you guys left me in the good section. Thank you. I got to go with but lately I've been breaking, cracks running through my foundation like rivers searching for the sea. I've hidden from the spotlight, ducked beneath its judgment, let shadows stitch me into their quiet corners. Now the more I stray, the less I fear. The more I reach, the more I fade away. As though every dream I touch takes a piece of me with it, as though becoming requires a kind of disappearance. The darkness now in front of me is calling out, not with threats, but with a voice familiar enough to sound like home, and I won't walk away. Great, great voice right there. 'Cause then he leads into that note of Phoenix Rising with "I'm bursting like the 4th of July." The cracking, kind of hitting on that note of finding that comfortability in age where all of a sudden you don't have to worry about the everyday things because you've reached that age where the kids are gone, you're retiring. So you find new things to do. And it kind of hits on that note of how youth is wasted on the young because by the time you get to the point where you understand all things, or at least can commingle with it, uh, you kind of hit that point of well, the body's breaking down a bit. I can't do all that I want to. Yet the mind is still active enough to offer up as Gray put it, these introspective thoughts, and the fact that hey, life is not the back end of life is not a ruin, so to speak. It is that angle of rebirth where one can do something else and stand on that pinnacle that they once strived for. Nicely done, Jody.
Nice. Very nice. Okay. Well, the next piece that I'm going to put up is called A Lighthouse and a Star by Cedar Chapman. And I have an audio for this.
Ooh, you're gonna sing.
Nope, I'm not going to
Ooh,
sing. I'm not going to sing. Don't be so darn silly. Cedars is not a singing piece. Here we go.
A Lighthouse and a Star by Cedar Chapman. Your voices are the lighthouse that breaks through the black fog hanging heavy over my head. Angels behind screens, threading the needle of sanity as dark water pours down my throat. Each word and syllable preserving the fragile meniscus of a shimmering surface. Oh, we mourn together, both you and I, from across an ocean, across a land so barren of humanity that as our desiccated metaphors crumbled on the page, the world rolled over in its sleep while children were wrapped in white linen, concrete dust, and twisted rebar. You whispered, "The world will be okay." Oh, we sinned together, both you and I, as we violated our Christian covenant with rhyme and meter, each of us reliving our first French kiss, the memory of sweaty palms slipping beneath a pair of Calvin Klein underwear, a carousel of fantasies spinning from our pen, all while my wife snored beside me as I quietly smiled and cursed the cruelty of gravity on our skin, damning the musty-bottom drawer where lingerie goes to die. You mouth the words, "Your journey is just beginning." Oh, we wept together, both you and I. Death plays no favorites, holding his bronzed pocket watch as he taps our loved ones on the shoulder. My last words to my father, cut like hot iron through lard. Pride and procrastination convinced me that tea and Hargau would make things right again. Yet next week became next month, and next month became many more. The dim sum, never to be, became ashes scattered across the sea. Flecks of memory drifting with the tide. I still talk to his orchid plant while drinking oolong tea. You told me you will see him again. A band of mutts and misfits, chiseling braille on our sternums, so lovers and thieves alike can trace our scars with their fingertips. We grow words in our garden, grooming and nurturing the blackened soil, hoping someday, just someday, one will burst in your ear like a summer-kissed heirloom tomato. And in that silent lull between shows, I look up at the midnight sky, imagining how empty and cold the universe must be. A pale blue pixel, lost in a frigid black ocean, lucky enough to find a star. I guess I too am lucky to have found a safe orbit here, where the warmth of freshly baked bread soaked with melted butter is shared with a side of suffering from a myopic world, where my words spill from the bottom of a whiskey tumbler, smoky and neat, sipping slowly the oaky essence of my confessions, where darkness kisses the candlelight when all is fraught and lost. Week after week, year after year, and now a decade on, you are there to listen. For that, I am not alone.
Cheers, Cedar. Wonderful read. Thank you for the SoundCloud. Greatly appreciate it. And well, I guess I'll hit on this. In his AN, it's this poem was written to celebrate LNP, a community that has given so many years of us a place, so many of us a place to share our words, our stories, and ourselves. Through listening and thoughtful critique, this group has become far more than a podcast. It has become a refuge, a friendship, and a reminder that even across oceans and time zones, we are never truly alone. Thank you for 10 remarkable years. What a pen there, Cedar. Thank you very much. All right, Pam, you got first dibs.
Oh my goodness gracious. This is just so fabulous. It just, oh my goodness, it touches my heart for sure. Thank you so much, Cedar, for writing this for the show and for the contest. It's truly appreciated. I love the way that this right reminds you that when you have a community, when you're part of this poetry community of late night poets, you are not alone, that you share experiences, that you nourish each other. And I thought there's such great lines throughout, but I especially like, I guess I too am lucky to have found a safe orbit here where the warmth of freshly baked bread soaked with melted butter is shared with a side of suffering from a myopic world, where my words spill from the bottom of a whiskey tumbler, smoky and neat, sipping slowly the oaky essence of my confessions. And honestly, I could just keep going all the way through this. This is really amazing. And yes, my heartstrings are definitely being pulled. So thank you, Cedar. Very much appreciated.
Nice. Thank you, Pam. And Laurent, how about you?
You muted, Laura. Well, Laurent, you're muted. Well, maybe he knows that.
Well, maybe we'll come back.
Right.
Gray, how about you?
Yeah, I thought it was a beautiful and relevant expression of the love that LNP provides to those who participate in the shows and in the group. There's something so deep and resonant throughout the right that it really hits home. So I thought it was beautiful, and I thank you, Cedar Chapman, for sharing and appreciate your participation in Late Night Poets. Great to have you as a
Nice.
member.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Gray. Gingini.
Well, I have to say that this poem, I read it the other day and it brought tears to my eyes. Cedar, I've appreciated your work for many years and I've always enjoyed your poetry. This piece is very touching to me. There's so many incredible and recognizable lines in it, and I'm truly humbled that you wrote this. And I have to say, I picked it up exactly where Pam did, but I also took it down the next two stanzas in the end, where darkness kisses the candlelight when all is fraught and lost. Week after week, year after year, and now a decade on, you are there to listen. For that, for that, I am not alone. Uh, I thought that this was just gorgeous. I could have gone back up to the top and pulled something after Pam started, and I said no. The whole piece was just wonderful, and I have to thank you from the bottom of my heart for writing for the contest and sharing. And he did write to the prompt. To share poetry is one of the most intimate acts of friendship possible. And I think that yes, yes, a lot of things I recognized throughout this poem, little bits and pieces. I guess Rex would call them Easter eggs, little bits that I
Yes.
recognized from other poems that have been written through the years. So thank you again, and wonderful job. Hmm.
Laurent, you back yet? Okay. I'll start it. I love the opening. Your voice saw the lighthouse that breaks through the black fog hanging heavy over my head. Angels behind screens, threading the needle of sanity as dark water pours down my throat, each word and syllable preserving the fragile meniscus of a shimmering surface. What a great opening two stanzas. And then I thought, oh, we mourn together, both you and I. Damn, it's got some great lines in here. That note of reliving a first French kiss, the sweaty palms, slipping beneath a pair of Calvin Klein underwear. That was choice and funny. Uh, uh, Smiled and cursed the cruel of gravity on our skin, damning the musty bottom drawer where lingerie goes to die. Another great grinning note right there. And he hits on a ton of stuff.
Hmm.
That note of father, I still talk to his orchid while drinking oolong tea. You told me you will see him again. A band of mutts and misfits chiseling braille on our sternums, so lovers and thieves alike can trace our scars with their fingertips. Uh, he's put a ton of wonderful. Let's see, we got the literal, metaphorical, and allusion too. Outstanding thought. The back end of this, those last four stanzas were quite five were quite the finish, where the warmth of freshly baked bread soaked in melted butter is shared with a side of suffering from myopic world, where my words spill from the bottom of whiskey tumbler, smoky and neat, sipping slowly the oaky essence of my confessions, where darkness kisses the candlelight, where all is fraught and lost, week after week, year after year, and now a decade on, you are there to listen. For that, for that, I am not alone. Yeehaw! Thank you, Cedar. That was an incredible piece.
Absolutely, it really was. It really, really was. Um, Now I'm gonna put this next piece up. Wow, excuse me. And this piece was written in 2020. So, and this is another one by our very own Rex.
Hmm.
But I have an audio for this one. I'm going to
Yeah,
walk
I
down
figured I
memory
had to go
lane.
there.
Yeah, I'm going to walk down memory lane. Shame on me, but I'm going to do it. Let's see. This is two. Okay, so here we go.
I got an invite from that dipper glowing bright in that seven the jarus was burning. The ladle it gleams from her flowing streams, a galaxy of souls in their churning. We walk late in the night, these poets of insight, breathing solar winds we fly freely. When the radio waves call, come one and come all, from the helm dear Ursa is steely. Come one and come all when the radio does call, as we ring that bell twice nightly. After midnight's verse is a comet tail burst, where a voice can walk that rope tightly.
From the heavens above come those sounds of love, as long into the morn we are sharing. There are giggles and laughs and musical paths where the she-bear is seafaring. Now light out a cheer where those waves are clear, and that radio begs you to calling. For that mic it stands strong as all do belong to the LNP cosmos so sprawling. Grey dove lunar rays stream incoherent arrays as rhyme aphasia rocks the nation. In a wise man's laws, laurel harmony explores, and tears fill my eyes with elation.
Absolutely. Great job, Rex. Great job. Ah, I thought this was a lot of fun. Wonderful tribute to the radio. And there was so many great lines throughout. And I like how you had Gray, Dove, Luna, Rima, Phaesiana. I mean, me at the end. Lucky me, right? But I liked it
Well,
in
yeah,
many.
that's where it all come from.
Oh my gosh.
And
Yeah.
it fits right for the song itself.
Well, I can get blamed. It's all right. Took me 5 years before I brought this to fruition. So, and I just got lucky and hit the right people. But I love the After Midnight's verse as a comet tail burst, where a voice can talk that rope tightly. That was that may have been the year that we started the After Midnight show. That's always possible. Um, well, let's face it, the last one was in 18, and you're talking about it in 2020. So it either started in 19 or 2020, because I really don't know for sure.
Let me
It's
see
kind of a
what.
blur.
I don't know if I'm. Hang on. Damn it. Rats.
Yeah, I have no clue either because I honestly, when we started the after midnight shows, I'm pretty sure I was half asleep.
Right, right. Well,
Now,
yeah.
I go to 18 because I had that same verse.
Oh,
After
did they?
midnight's verse is a
Okay.
comet tail burst. So,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
18 at least.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not real sure. I just know at one point we decided we were going to put in an after midnight show because, well, people just wanted to be freer with their lines. But I did think it was great, and I thought it was a lot of fun. Um, I like it because it leans into the radio so much more than some of the pieces that I would have had. Um, really. So wonderful job on this, and thank you so much for sharing. I started us off, so now you got to figure out where to go. Pam, do you want to comment?
Oh,
Good
absolutely.
job.
Absolutely. In my original comment, I said, this is as awesome as part one. You are a
Right.
talented poet with a good heart. And honestly, 6 years later, Rex, I still believe that you are a talented poet with a good heart. And I truly appreciate you and all you do. And this is such a fun write. Thank
Absolutely.
you very much.
Great job.
You're welcome.
Nice comment, Pam. Gray, how about you? He doesn't know that he's on mute, right, Gray?
No, no, I realized that you unmuted me. Um, Hello?
Hello?
We got you.
Okay, good.
We
I don't
hear
see
you.
myself on the board there. Okay, yeah, I do. But no, I loved it, Rex. You're a wonderful singer, and I like the use of the Gordon Lightfoot song again, Edmund Fitzgerald. It was well played on this song, but you really capture everything in here. Gray Dove, Luna, Rays, Stream, and coherent arrays as rhymed phasia rocks the nation. In wise man's lures, laureled harmony explores, and tears fill my eyes with elation. A beautiful right, Rex. Very reverent and respectful. So nicely done.
Oh, thank you, Gray.
Yes. And Laurent, are you here?
He has to unmute.
Yeah, I know. I told him
Unmute,
that.
Lord.
I told him that last time, and I can't unmute him because he muted himself. So
Laurent, unmute.
he
Maybe he's
might,
sleeping.
maybe, or he may have wandered off. You
That's
never
what
know.
I was thinking.
Well, that's okay. At least he muted before he fell asleep. But we never know. So, um, okay. Well, the next piece I'm going to put up is called "Shards and Flasks" by Shadow's Night. Lou's over there in the LNP room, trying to stir up the crowd. Yeah, there you go. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so shards and flask. I have an audio, so let me hit that button. And I think this is it.
Well, bitter salt waters a mass behind veiled eyelids, behind faceless masks. Ghostly stares fracture like glass. We trap their glittering shards in flasks. Free its captive race, midsummer charms long stolen by the winds, lost to sleepwalking in the Minotaur's maze, tracing their end where the world begins. Of regrets, others drift through life as shapeless silhouettes. Choke I prefer cigarettes.
Outstanding Shadows. Thank you for the SoundCloud. Very much appreciated. Gray, you want to kick us off?
Sure. I mean, the guy's an epic singer, I must say that. But I really enjoyed this. It's so textured and layered in metaphor, imagery. The rhyme scheme is fantastic. Got a wonderful cadence. I really enjoyed. Some drown in the liquored lake of regrets. Others drift through life as shapeless silhouettes. Some keep scores of blondes and brunettes. Others choke the heavens with the stench of their pets. Personally, I prefer cigarettes. Choose your poison, really, because we're all coming to an end someday, and how we lived our life um, will remain with some, and disappear into the ether as well. So I thought it was a beautiful write and an excellent song too. Nicely done, Shadows Night.
Nice. Thank you, Gray. Pam?
Yeah, this is an excellent dark rite with visceral imagery and metaphors throughout. I like how it speaks on the idea that we all go through down times, and as Gray was kind of saying, we all have different ways of um, dealing with them. And my response to that end stanza was, we all have our preferred vices. Mine are caffeine, ice cream, and procrastination. And excellent, excellent write by Shadows Night, and very well done.
Yeah, I think you've got other vices, Pam. Just saying.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to, be accused of padding my comment or something by adding all 25 vices that I have.
Yeah, we are a family show on air, so true that.
Yeah, I kept it nice there, but I think Shadows Knight listens to the shows enough that he's got a pretty clear idea of what some of my other vices are.
Yes.
Great comment, Pam.
Nice. Thank you, Pam. Laurent, you back yet?
Not looking like
Maybe he
it.
did fall asleep. All right,
Maybe.
Gingini,
Wakey, wakey,
give us some
Laurent.
Bombay Sapphire Dreams.
Well, I thought that this was an interesting offering for the contest. I would love to know what prompt he pulled this from. But it was nicely penned in a really good audio. So thanks for sharing, Shadows Night. Nice job.
Well, it
Absolutely.
could be that one that I think everybody else has been hitting on the same one of revealing one's emotions and connections.
That could very well be. It very well could be.
I,
Um,
I, I like, I love how this was put together. It was you got heavy dark moments, and then you get the soft angle too with this, and you get different tones and volume. So it walks well down that note. And there's some great lines in here. That sort of we trap their glittering shards in flasks, and I did like that. What was it? Stranded on the six, no coin for the fare. Well, that offers up a note of just how far you walk that note of sin. That no matter what, you ain't getting any coin for the ferryman because old Cerberus is waiting for your ass. And then I
mhm,
thought with the Minotaur's maze, that was cool. And
right.
when was it? There was that last stanza I did like. I know almost kind of a note to a touch of humor. I prefer cigarettes. Yeah, y'all are going way over the edge there. Me, I'll just live with my cigarettes because I ain't walking your chilled paths of sin. I want my coin to my eyelids when I cross that river. So the
Yeah,
ferryman gets his just due.
yeah, absolutely. Nice comments, everybody. Now, listen, this next piece I'm going to put up, I hope I don't massacre the title. Proscenium Eyebrows Arched by Eric Svensson. And I have an audio for this one.
Oh, you're going to sing again.
I don't know if I'm going to sing, but I'm going to definitely put that audio up. So here we go.
Proscenium eyebrows arched, Roads high and low a decade ago, proscenium eyebrows arched, hot rod mechanic leaning in over the engine, moth to candle flame drawn by such audacious brawn. Shall I or shan't I? Reason's reticence burnt asphalt. Carburetor man just leaned in and gave me the eye. You got the guts to face the gang? Let's get you hot-rodded and onto the drag strip. Your valves are far too tight. Trade being a spoofer for a kick-butt woofer. Always trust your mechanic, mate. Roads high and low a decade ago. To die for mechanic led me to the gang. Southern Pink Panther took the plunge. Workshop manager Pam Ray leaned in as my first poem aired on LNP. Blue Bugatti adroit, she commented. Silver Spirit Purr from Intimidus Rex. Louvre elegant, Lauren's voice resonated. Louise said she found the poem quite appealing. Unknown to these Fleetwood Mac Porsche poets, I jumped up and ran around in 7 circles. Kind of did the waka waka as the kick butt woofer activated, hot-rodded and ready to burn the midnight oil on the LNP drag strip. Roads higher still as LNP ensures verb valves aren't too tight. Proscenium eyebrows now unstarched, natural blush on the cheeks. Southern Cross constellation, Pink Panther poet, genuflex. Each erudite poem prompt calls for a slick oil change. 2 timing belt needs immediate adjustment. Double woofer words, exhaust burns butane blue. Exhaust brake expletives, gingerly applied as the LNP Formula One team yanked me into the pits for fast track tire changes. Always trust your poetry mechanics, mates. Lean in and glean from the ladies. Get thee out of the vow of silence nunnery, decreed MK Rock. Start recording your poem so we can hear your unique voice. In a crackerjack, jumping jack flash nutshell, may the LNP muses inspire us to run the race. Our synapses, quickfire synergetic syntaxes, verbs, vowels, wise owl hoots and illustrious howls, coached to smile at our own bonfires of vanities. We shimmy shoo, do, the LNP boardwalk, mercurial wit, quicksilver inklings, winged Hermes sandals on our feet, poetry bongo drums in our chest. Fleetwood Macs we river dance and flatly refuse to quit with Michael. Best antidote against planetary Macamaya is our camaraderie reveries. Find your voice, record it if you can, and join the Alan P. Fleet. End celebration poem.
Well done, Eric. Thank you for the SoundCloud. Very much appreciated. All right, Gingini, you're first, but you got to unmute.
Oh, you are absolutely correct. I do. I said, where do I begin with this poem? I mean, really. Um, I love the car and the mechanic and all that the metaphor he has running through here. I love this. Roads high and low a decade ago. To die for mechanic lead me to the gang. Southern Pink Panther took the plunge. Workshop manager Pam leaned in as my first poem aired on LNP. Blue Bugatti, Android, she commented. Silver Spirit, purr from Intimitus Rex. Louvre elegant, Laurent's voice resonated. Ludier said she found the poem quite appealing, unknown to these Fleetwood Mac Porsche poets. I jumped up and ran around in 7 circles. Kinda did that waka waka as the kick butt woofer activated, hot rodded and ready to burn the midnight oil on the LMP drag strip. Uh, there's just, it's wonderful all the way through. And I got such a kick out of, the I don't know, that whole metaphor just had me cracking up. I like get thee out of the vow of silence nunnery, decreed MK Rock. Yeah. Oh my God, it's just too funny, but very well done, very well done, and thank you, Eric, so much for sharing with us. Love, peace.
All right, Pam. What about you?
Oh my goodness gracious. I got a great big grin out of this.
Hmm.
Just fabulous lines throughout, great wordplay. This is another one that just really pulled on my heartstrings. It gave me a great big smile. And, I'm so thankful to Eric for not only sharing this right, but all the rights that he and others have shared with us throughout the years. Oh my goodness, this has so many fabulous lines throughout. And I don't know, just all the way through. All the way through, it is absolutely wonderful and very well done by Eric Svensson.
No, I think Pam. Gray, how about you?
Yeah, he's got such a unique voice that it really lends to his poetry. But I thought the poem was reverential and endearing throughout. Beautiful job, nicely read.
Yes. I got a
Hmm.
hit on, what was it? Lulu said she found the poem quite appealing. Unknown to these Fleetwood Mac Porsche poets, I jumped up and ran around in 7 circles, kind of did the waka waka as the kick butt whooper activated, hot rodded and ready to burn the midnight oil on the LNP drag strip. And then he hits on that note of proscenium eyebrows now unstarched, natural blush on the cheeks, Southern Cross constellation Pink Panther poet genuflex. Each erudite poem prompt calls for a slick oil change. Two timing belt needs immediate adjustment. Double woofer word exhorts burns butane blue. Exhorts break expletives gingerly applied as the LMP Formula One team yanked me into the pits for fast track tire changes. Always trust your poetry mechanics, mates. Lean in and glean from the ladies. Get thee out of the vow of silence, nunnery, decreed MK Rock. Start recording your poems so we can hear your unique voice. He had way too much fun with this. Cheers, Eric.
Absolutely,
Well played.
absolutely. Oh my God, that was great. Um, okay, the next poem I'm going to put up is called "Read Me" by Monty G.25, and I have an audio for this one. Ha ha ha! I might sing for this one, Rex. It's hard to
Go
tell.
ahead.
Here we
Read
go.
me yours and I'll read you mine. It's a common interest that we all share. These guys are always here and online. For 10 whole years they've been on air. Are they tired of doing this stuff yet? No way in the wide, wide world is that true. The LNP mob is the best time anyone can get, because they just love doing it for me and you. A famous poet, who is not a Bulgarian, once said, "Poetry is the beauty of life." Good on you, cobbler, that's well read. That's one's for you, Jojo. Some say it's even better than having a husband or wife. No comment, I'm not sticking me neck out on that one, oh no. Okay, don't beat up on me, let's focus on the LNP crew. What drives them to give up their time on many nights? Is it for the joy of reading the stuff that you and me do? Could be they're afraid of the dark and want to keep on the lights. That's me to a T too. And no, they are not members of Insomniacs Anonymous. It's reading great poetry that they find absolutely fabulous. Thanks, Pam. And it's not as if they are looking to make us heteronymous. That one's new to you, I bet. Just saying. Thanks, Gene. They just get a kick out of poetry stuff that's blatherless. Thanks, Rex. I know I'm missing the whole crew, all of you in here, but our thanks go to you as well, and that's sincere. So free up your vocals and give the LNP mob a shout. 'Cause if they weren't here, you would be doing without. That's it. There's not much else one can say. I, for one, am happy they're here every day.
Oh, bloody hell, Monty. Thank you very much. That was a howl. Thank you for the sound clap. Very much appreciate that. All right, Genie, bring out your sapphires for this one.
God, where do I begin with this one for sure? Um, Gosh, are they tired of doing this stuff yet? No way in a wide, wide world is that true. The LNP mob is the best time anyone can get because they just love doing it for me and you. A famous poet, who is not a Bulgarian, once said, "Poetry is the beauty of life." Good on you, cobbler. That's well read. That one's for you, Jojo. Some say it's even better than having a husband or wife. No comment. I'm not sticking my neck out on that one. Oh no. And it just goes on and on. Thanks Pam, the thanks Rex. I was loving it. I really thought this was very enjoyable. So excellent job, and thank you so much, Monty. I really got a kick out of this one. This is definitely one for that folder. Oh, too good.
Gray, how about you?
I thought it was beautiful, really. It's a beautiful tribute to the LNP family and everything that you do and you've been doing for 10 years. You know, we love you all, and we love our audience too. So
Yep.
much love, everybody.
Nice. Thank you, Gray. Pam?
Oh, this one definitely gave me a laugh and a great big smile all the way through. It is just absolutely fabulous. It is awesome sauce with an order of fries on the side. And I just all the way through. I love the nods, and I'm so thankful to Monty for writing this. So thank you so much, Monty. Humor and heart in one poem.
Absolutely. This was a howl. And kind of double dipping in the double entendre angle. You look at that. You read me yours and I'll read you mine. First line to set off the whole thing. And then what else? Then the LNP mob is the best time anyone can get. Nice touch there, the mob. And then he takes a swipe at himself. A famous poet who is not a Bulgarian once said poetry is the beauty of life. Good on you, Copper. That's well read. That's for you, Jojo. And he drops in my Blobolus. Damn. I guess it's going to hit the lexicon somewhere down the line. That's here to stay.
Oh my God.
Oh, and he finishes out with the LNP mob. Shouts, because if they weren't here, we'd be doing without. That's it. There's not much else one can say. I, for one, unhappy. They're here every day. Cheers, Monty. Thank you very much.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was good. Very good. Very good. I guess Laurent's still not with us. Oh gosh.
Well, maybe
Okay.
Gray was right. He kind of nodded off
Maybe he said he wasn't
because
feeling
he's
well.
still on the board.
Yep. Yep. Um. Okay. I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to go from here, so I'm coming to you, Gray, because I don't really know, honestly. But I think I had you follow Rex the first go round. That was like forever ago.
That's okay, Phil. When in doubt, call me out.
Don't start. Don't start. You know the wheels on the bus, man. Oh,
Yeah,
Vroom,
really.
vroom.
I felt them.
yeah. I told you, be
Well,
thankful there's
I
no
think the
tires.
bus she's using though is that is the tour bus with the extra wheels.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
not a
Yep.
school bus now.
And I haven't taken the snow chains off yet either, so I'll be careful.
Oh God,
Careful, careful. Okay, this piece is
that's
called
gonna leave some marks.
This is called Voices in the Mist by Ghost Orchid. So whenever you are ready, Gray.
Alrighty.
Oh shoot. Okay. Sorry.
You okay?
Yes.
All right.
I'm okay.
So this is written to the prompt. Poetry is the voice of the soul, whispering, celebrating, singing even. That's by Carolyn Forge. Loom of the world drift, where wandering shadows move through gusts. Light arrived in hesitant patches. Goldenrod felt seeking color across eyelids. Palm skies cut dark shapes against lace light. Charcoal dust blurring into peaks. Sparks mark time where the pen lifts and ink spills. Spoken verse whispers through shadows, a phonetic semaphore, a braille umbrella of acrylic beneath a blood mirage moon. Semantics folded map sits in every vehicle, ventricle. Seasons oscillating wildly with the blood, while boots sink into scorching silica. Landscape inverts. Wood are in my viscera to turn to and release. Silk crimson is faded in terracottas, held breath, hurdles on Latin's edge, stumbling upon hourglass cobwebs. The cross-hatched globe cracks like a porcelain bowl. Horizon world drifts where latitudes appear as pleated commodities, occupying the space between the heartbeat and the echo. Lurking in dune brocades, lamplighters move through the gusts, yielding to sunflower rain, defying the arid. Hatchery of stars woven from filaments of light, paint edicts upon the bone. Baghdad's needlepoint sun stitches rivulets at the root of struggle within our chest. Sunbeam gauze remains permeable, but the weave must hold the void. Ravens and obsidian wall, where vacant echoes mark the path. Shimmering heat haze, holding stories pressed into the calico clay's abstract mind. Gossamer swinging in taffeta skies turns air to bitter chocolate, nutmeg, and mace. Rayon's whisper passes through valves, mist grit eyes unlatch, and souls forge a connection to the ground. Groves of damask orange drink the milk of the date palm inside lungs. Whole is geometrically dream, weaving Earth's fabric across punctuated whirlwinds. Linen presses between acrimonious layers, stone and salt. Cashmere dunes inhale fall as sand's roller coaster rises towards eclipse, shifting grain by grain. This script listens to Caucasus, rivulets flowing in the Himalayan range that glues the continent's seam. Words form condensation under a cold glass dome, cooling memory. Filaments of light paint edicts upon celestial canvas. Humankind has not woven the web of life. We are but one thread within it. Sharp jab of every deed is burning is the burning needle piercing our illusions. Passing footprints become words in a conversation, unraveling throughout the celestial road's length. Perception defies coordinate measure through spherical harmonics. Memory of empires erodes in sandstorms, blinding all, connecting the woven sunlit reflection to the raw earth as our inked thoughts demand the slow, deliberate architecture of the page and poem.
Great
Sweet.
read, Gray. Thank you very much. I mean, lasciate ogni speranza voi contrate. All right, Pam, you get to lead us off.
Uh-oh.
Yes, no?
She's on
Did
Unmute?
you say my name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I thought this was just amazing imagery and metaphors all the way through. It's beautiful and brilliant. It truly is an absolute treat for the senses. An excellent write that in part speaks to me on a history of expression poured upon the page. And I thought there was great lines throughout, but I especially like gossamer swinging taffeta skies turns air to bitter chocolate, nutmeg, and mace. Rayon's whisper passes through valves, mist grit, eyes unlatch, and souls forge a connection to the ground. Grooves of damask orange drink the milk of the date palm hidden in hidden date palm inside lungs. Wonderful lines and very well done by Ghost Orchid.
Nice, thank you, Pam. Genie.
Well, Rex. That's not who I wanted to talk to. I mean, nothing personal. Gray, I didn't mean to give you such a short one.
Really? Yeah, thank you.
I
I
really,
appreciate that.
I didn't know. I saw it was the name and the title. I had no idea. But you did a wonderful job reading it. I must say that. I thought this
Thank
was an
you.
amazing piece penned. Wonderful lines throughout. Great thoughts shared as well. And I thought it was really well done. And I picked it up near the end because I could have just like, hey, I will go to pluck this. Funny, I picked the one that Pam read, and I said, I didn't take that one. I picked it up here. Humankind has not woven the web of life. We are but one thread within it. Sharp jab of every deed and is the burning needle piercing our illusions. Passing footprints become words in a conversation, unraveling throughout the celestial road's length. Perception defies coordinate measure through spherical harmonics. Memory of empires erodes in sandstorms, binding all, connecting the woven sunlit reflection to the raw earth, as our inked thoughts demand the slow, deliberate architecture of the page. So, this is a really great piece, and thank you so much, Ghost Orchid, for sharing with us. Hmm.
Oh, thank you, Gene. Gray, you got to read it, and hey, for once, I didn't get a whole long one. Thank you, Gene.
Wasn't
Right.
your turn. It was not your
I thought
turn.
it. I thought it was deep and steeped in richly layered and textured metaphors.
Hmm.
Uh, the whole thing was engaging throughout. Even though it was a longer piece, it really held your attention. So, bravo to Ghost Orchid.
Hmm.
There's a couple. Lurking in dune brocades, lamplighters move through gusts, yielding to sunflower rain defying the arid. Hatchery of stars, woven from filaments of light, paint edicts upon the bone. Baghdad's needlepoint sun stitches rivulets at the root of struggle within our chests. Sunbeam gauze remains permeable, but the weave must hold the void. Raven's obsidian wall, where vacant echoes mark the path, shimmering heat haze holding stories pressed into the calico clay's abstract mind. And then that next one, the gossamer swinging tap the skies turns you had a bit of chocolate, nutmeg and mace. Damn. Uh, I think this was a series of notes to expression and how it can be seen through different eyes because you did get that note of what was it, Baghdad there. Uh, then you get that note, whole is geometrically dream, weaving earth's fabric across punctuated whirlwinds, linen presses between acrimonious layers, stone and soul, and cashmere dunes. You think of what you can see in a picture and what you can emote from it, the thought of how the ink spills itself and where that ink can take you. I mean, you hit on that note of phonetic semaphores, a braille umbrella of acrylic beneath a blood mirage moon. I like that. Braille umbrella of acrylic beneath a blood mirage moon. Ooh. Semantics folded map sits in every ventricle, seasons oscillating wildly within the blood, while boots sink into scorching silica, landscape inverts. Woods are in my viscera, return to and release. Nicely done. Ghost, thank you very much.
Hmm. Okay, now the next piece that I'm going to put up, yes, and I'm not on mute, that's very good. It's called The Celebration by Gerald Green. And I have an audio for that one. So here we go.
Someone just said it's been 10 years. A decade of late-night poets. No wonder I'm so exhausted, having spent thousands of hours tolerating a plethora of verbs. I'm sure the inventor of them never anticipated the tragic outcome with non-stop action. Relentless attacks against sensibilities and persistent interruptions. We nouns search for peace, but find only brief pauses, where a soul can rejuvenate before the mayhem revives itself. The steady pain inflicted by verbs became systemic after the first year and seemed tolerable. Well, at the time it didn't. But looking back, one can envision a truce of sorts. Until adverbs made an unsightly entrance. Oh, I tell you, it was equal to the devastation of World War I, with us nouns entrenched and surrounded. The only relief came with cool drinks and bandages delivered by adjectives, propping us up to withstand the intolerable. Another 10 years? I don't know, love. Do you think we can make it? We will be ourselves, firm to the end.
Great read there, Gerald. Thank you for the SoundCloud. Very much appreciated. Gene, you want to go?
Sure. I really liked this piece. I thought it was very clever.
Yes.
It really was. I could have picked it up closer to the top, but I picked it up here. We nouns search for peace, but find only brief pauses where a soul can rejuvenate before the mayhem revives itself. The steady pain inflicted by verbs became systemic after the first year and seemed tolerable. Well, at the time, it didn't, but looking back, one can envision a truce of sorts until adverbs made their unsightly entrance. Oh, I tell you, it was equal to the devastation of World War I, with us nouns entrenched and surrounded. The only relief came with cool drinks and bandages delivered by adjectives, propping us up to withstand the intolerable. I thought it was very clever the way he wrote this, and very enjoyable. And I did like another 10 years. I don't know, love. Do you think we can make it? We will be ourselves firm to the end. So nicely done, Gerald, and I appreciate your writing for the contest and sharing with us on the show. Great piece.
Absolutely. Gray, how about you?
Yeah, I thought it was wonderful. I mean, the song was great, and I mean, he's a really great singer, I must say. Um, but I liked it. I like the way it starts off with someone just said it's been 10 years, a decade of late night poets. No wonder I'm so exhausted, having spent thousands of hours tolerating a plethora of verbs. And then the way he ends it with another 10 years. I don't know, love. Do you think we can make it? We will be ourselves firm till the end. But yeah, beautifully done. Nice chair, Gerald.
Thank you, Gray. Pam?
Yes, this was definitely clever and fun. I enjoyed this all the way through, but especially the beginning and the end. Thoughtful, creative lines, great big smile. I enjoyed the wordplay and just thank you, Gerald, for sharing this with us. Very well done.
Yeah, Gerald clearly enjoyed himself with this. I do like the angle, the battle between nouns and verbs, and then the adjunct of adverbs and adjectives into the note to running that thought of a World War One, being entrenched and surrounded.
Right.
It's kind of hits on the idea of looking for new ways of expression because you don't want to come across as stale and indulgent for without the thought behind the machine itself. So nicely done, Gerald. I like that.
Mhm. Yeah, it was a
All
great
right,
piece.
then, Jeannie,
Okay,
back
the
on
next
you.
next piece I'm going to put up is called 40 Seasons by Aaron Panther. So I have an
Okay.
audio for this one, just in case you were
Your
wondering.
voice is getting a workout.
I know, I'm tired. I'm really tired. So let me hit the button.
Dust rolls through the doorway like the ghost of unspoken truth. Every breath tinged with faded light that holds the memory of youth. The cold creeps over skin, leaning into the depth of night, breaking open every secret that lingers deep within. Words sharpened by the blades of time, echo in this heart of mine, like a voice I cannot shake, falling from an unfamiliar face. 40 seasons in the wind, 40 seasons of shift and blend, homes that we kept and those we bled, building hope and bending knees. Strange how it all came to be, to learn that silence can skip a beat, and sometimes it's exactly what we need. Don't let the sun set upon your mind. You have the freedom and the will to leave your stories behind. When the time is right, let them bleed to become the air another breeze. Fill the sky with promise, lift the grave from night, empower every weakness, cast all shadows out of sight. 40 seasons in the wind, 40 seasons of shift and blend, homes that we kept and those we bled, those we bled. Oh, 40 seasons come and gone, 40 seasons not that long. Little moments, trembling keys, building hope and bending knees. Some years were fever, some years were rain, some names we loved and said in vain. We retrace the lines that still echo in our chest. Stay where the truth is, and let the poets build our nest. 40 seasons, oars in the wind. Oh, and bending knees. Now as the road will bend and the frame of life wears thin, I will hear us still, despite the shape we're in. 40 seasons in the rain, 40 seasons forever engraved with the meaning lived in all that we gave.
Cheers to the thunder from down under. Thank you, Aaron, for the SoundCloud. We really appreciate it. All right, Gingini.
This is an excellent piece all the way through. Great verses, chorus, and the choice of voice and music. You covered so much in this, right? And I really think you did an awesome job. I love the 40 seasons idea. And I picked it up here, words sharpened by the blades of time, echo in this heart of mine, like a voice I cannot shake, falling from an unfamiliar face. 40 seasons in the wind, 40 seasons of shift and blend, poems that we keep and those we bled, 40 seasons come and gone, 40 seasons not that long. Little moments, trembling keys, building hope and bending knees. Strange how it all came to be, to learn that silence can skip a beat. And sometimes it's exactly what we need. Don't let the sun set upon your mind. You have the freedom and the will to leave your stories behind. When the time is right, then let them bleed to become the air another breathes. I think this was just great. And as I said, there were great verses all the way through. So, I just picked a couple, but I think they were really great. And I love the author's notes. Where is it? I swear I just read something. Well, it just inspired by the prompts. Poetry is the rhythmical creation of beauty in words by Edgar Allan Poe. And poetry is the voice of the soul, whispering, celebrating, singing even, by Carol Forsch. So, I mean, there were great takes on that prompt, and I think you did a wonderful job. And thanks for writing for the celebration. It was wonderful. I liked it very much.
Nice. Thank you,
Mm.
Gene. Gray, how about you?
Uh-oh.
You got to unmute Gray.
I don't know. He might not be here. Let me look.
Oh,
Nope, we lost him.
all right.
Wait, maybe
Pam?
he's back. He's back.
Okay.
Hello, Greg.
Hi. Sorry it got dropped. Uh, but I thought it was a beautiful song, really. I love the 40 seasons aspect of it. I had to do the math in my head. I'm like, 40 seasons. Okay, 4 seasons a year, 10 seasons. Okay, 40 seasons. Anyway, nicely done, Aaron. I thought it was just a beautiful composition, and the write was excellent as well. I appreciate being mentioned in there too. That was great. But yeah, nicely done.
Nice. Pam?
Oh, I really appreciate this one. It's beautifully written all the way through. Just really thoughtful and heartfelt lines, wonderful imagery and metaphors. I really like how this speaks to me on the idea of the poetry that carries us through the different seasons of life. So thank you so much for sharing, Aaron. I'm glad you were inspired.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that, Pam. I like that note of the 40 seasons too. That there's a quiet note to life unfolding uh, in those 40 notes. And a couple stanzas hit right. Strange how it all came to be, to learn that silence can skip a beat. And sometimes it's exactly what we need. Don't let the sun set upon your mind. You have the freedom and the will to leave your stories behind. When the time is right, let them bleed to become the air another breathes. And then it was finished. What was it? Now as the road will bend and the frame of life wears thin, I will hear us still, despite the shape we're in. 40 seasons in the rain, 40 seasons forever engraved, with the meaning lived in all that we gave. Cheers, Aaron. Nicely done.
Hmm. Absolutely. Now listen, Gray has to leave in about a minute and a half, so I'm going to put his poem up next. And I know he said he has to leave at 9 exactly. That's about a minute and a half. So, so Gray, I'm going to put your piece up. It's called A Bug in a Rug by Gray I. Smith.
All right, so that should take about 30 seconds, so we're good.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. A bug in a rug. You are all so beautiful, such beacons of love during or after life hits you in the face. With the arms of words, I reach out and give you all a hug. Thank you for making me feel like a bug in a rug. And the author's notes are written to the group Late Night Poets.
Absolutely.
I love you all.
Great job, Gray. We love you
Great
too.
read there, Gray. Thank
You
you
know,
very much.
Gray,
All right,
I have.
Pam.
Go
Oh,
ahead. No, go ahead. It's all good. Pam. Pam.
Oh, yes, this was a great one. It does put a smile on your face. If you could just imagine a cow hugging a wolf, that's how I feel about you right now, Rex. Not Rex, sorry, Gray. Um, I'm just
That's
giving
beautiful.
you a
Thank you,
great
Pam.
big bovine hug.
Thank you, Pam. You know I love you.
Love you too, my friend.
Absolutely.
Genie.
Hey, well, you know, Gray, I said this is a sweet piece. You know, great write both in image and to the group, uh, to the image. But you know, I just noticed when I was looking at this piece, that bug looks just like you.
Oh,
Love you, Gray. That's the young
Love you
pup.
too, Phil.
That's our young pup.
this was a good. The first thing you open up and you see that picture, it's, oh wow, check that out. So the picture is kind of adorable, even though you look at bugs and they're not quite that adorable. But hell, why not? It's a cartoon, and I do like the implication was drawn in here. You are also beautiful, such beacons of love during or after life hits you in the face. Nice touch, yes, because hey, when you need a pick me up and you're feeling a bit low, come listen to us and we'll make you laugh, we'll make you glow.
Oh my gosh, too funny, too funny. Anyway, Gray, I hope you have a great night, and you take care of yourself, and know that we all love you.
Thank you.
He-
You know,
he-
I
Thanks
feel
for
the love,
joining
so
us, Gray.
much love, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
He's going to see if mom left him any ice cream.
Maybe, maybe.
Bye, guys.
Good night,
Not
man.
great.
Oh my gosh. Pam, I'm coming to you for this next one. This is called After Night by Letters by Leary.
Ooh.
And whenever you're
All right. I stepped in carrying a box with a rusted lock. Inside my yellowed Polaroids, my pocket speaker, a notebook with a name that cuts through its absence. Fragments I kept to myself, close to a broken mirror, late at night, no room for sleeping, stuck between the house that burns and the ghosts of my dreams. I opened the box I locked some decades before when I had a truth to say. Last time I wrote, I was falling. Now I am an anthropologist looking for the signs of fracture among the ruins we left. I hear your voices in the room humming like a lullaby. Are you anthropologists taking old objects, handling them with care? Do the old portraits slice your fingers too? You read aloud what I hadn't told to myself, a high note stitching wings to my words to fly home, a baritone weaving my wounds through suitcases that carry weight too. Oh, my friends, I'm sleeping now and dreaming in my new house and missing you. End poem.
Great read, Pam. Thank you very much. Gingini, you missed the SoundCloud. Shame on you. But
I
we'll have
did.
to go listen to that. Yeah, it's
Who
down the
had a
bottom.
SoundCloud?
Right
Oh
there.
man. I didn't see it when I pulled this piece up. I mean, earlier I didn't see it. I know.
That's right.
Maybe it came
Make
in
sure you
later.
go listen, everybody, so you get Leary's voice coming at
Right,
you.
right. Absolutely. Um, I like this piece very much. I like the underlying notes in it. I hear your voices in the room humming like a lullaby. Are you anthropologists taking old objects, handling them with care? Do the old Polaroids, wow, slice your fingers too? You read aloud what I hadn't told to myself, a high note stitching wings to my words to fly home, a baritone weaving my wounds through suitcases that carry weight too. Oh, my friends, I'm sleeping now and dreaming in my new house and missing you. I thought this was really a sweet piece, and very nicely done. So thank you, Leary, for sharing with us. This is wonderful. It really is. Um,
Nice.
mhm.
Thank you, Gene. Pam?
Oh, this is fabulous all the way through. I love her lines. I love the idea of sharing people's dreams, sharing people's the words they give us in their poetry is so much a part of them, a part of their hearts, and a part of their experiences that and I think Leary, she just expresses that so well. And wonderful, wonderful lines throughout, and very well done. I have to say that when she mentions a high note, I'm pretty sure that's my voice, considering how high it gets, and a baritone has to be Rex.
I think so. I think so.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
But this is just fabulous. Very well done. And thank you so much, Letters by Larry, for sharing this with us.
Right.
Nice.
Absolutely. I
I got
totally
to
agree.
go with that opening stanza to start with. I stepped in carrying a box with a rusted lock. That kind of offers up that notion of one's own Pandora's box, so to speak. And she does hit on the thoughts of a notebook with a name that cuts through its absence, fragments I kept myself close to a broken mirror, um, stuck between the house that burns and the ghosts of my dreams. A little trepidation there. Then she hit that one stanza. I opened the box I locked some decades before when I had a truth to say. And then dips into last time I wrote, I was falling. Now I am an anthropologist looking for the signs of fracture among the ruins we left. I hear your voices in the room, humming like a lullaby. So that note of the pain and being locked up along, now it's coming out as that angle of hope and promise. Uh, you read aloud what I had told to myself, a high note stitching wings to my words to fly home, a baritone weaving my wounds through suitcases that carry weight too. And then that quiet note, oh my friends, I'm sleeping now and dreaming in my new house and missing you. A quiet note to a celebration of returning to what one considered their Pandora's box and finding themselves once more.
Right.
But thank you, Larry.
Great comments, guys. Okay, now listen.
Yes.
I think that wraps up the contest. Laurent is not here to read his piece. So, and it's 7 after 12, and I'm going to play Sparking Radio Flyer Dreams version 4. I'm going to skip 3, nothing personal, Rex, but I think that'll hit with more people that are here. So, I think that's the way to do it. Let me see. Somebody is beeping me. Okay. I see who it is. Okay. So let me go back over here, Late Night Poets. And thank you, Gray. And I have an audio for this one. Imagine that. Yeah.
And this was the full version.
There you go. Yeah, this is the one for like the whole crowd. So I'm going to hit that button if I can find that button. 3. No, 3? What did I say? 4.
4.
I almost hit the wrong one. Okay, here we go.
I got an invite from the dipper glowing bright, in that 7 Majoris was burning. The ladle it gleams from her flowing streams, a galaxy of souls in there churning. We walk late in the night, these poets of insight, breathing solar winds we fly freely. When the radio waves call, come one and come all, from the bridge dear Ursa is steely. Come one and come all, when the radio does call, as we ring that bell twice nightly. After midnight's hearse is a comet tail burst, where a voice can't walk that rope tightly. From those heavens above come those sounds of love, as long into the morn we are sharing. There are giggles and laughs and musical paths where the she-bear is seafaring. Quicken your pace where an errant panther does race across an Aussie outback Serengeti. Doff those caps, boys, to our eastern envoys, where Carpathians wear hats like confetti. From down South Africa way, Sven comes out to play, tickling verses in heron-hawked connection. And Shamala, it seems, rolls in Lumpurian streams, while mutations are a barbed confection. Randy Robbie knows where that warm river flows, as he jazzes the night in silk stockings. We glow in myriad dark, where Jules is quite stark, 'cause Beatrix is macabre in her markings. There's cedar on the air, and a chin that is bare, now that Jody's aura is darkened with dreaming. Jim and Titus delight us with delectable vitus, as Eugene's Bombay sapphires are scheming. Dip in one and all, where a python does maul, and Monty is a full grail down under. Welcome a beaded lord, wielding a Persian sword, as Podbeam now boons in our thunder. There's a snidely blue jay with a friendly display, time telling us throughout the blog talking. We've got Lawrence and larks in fanciful sparks, now that Archie's a cockroach moonwalking. With adventures and more, plus fat cats galore, Alfie, Nigel, and Ralph will have you laughing. Come Thomas and John, with London respun, as we cue up those voices now calling. Cynthia Nuno code from a fiery node, 'cause verses are that soul worth bearing. Dogpile on the rabbit is just another habit, as we howl at that night in the sharing. Come raise up a beer where our verses are clear, and that vixen begs you be fallen. For that babbler sings along, as M does belong to the LNP cosmos so sprawling. Grey dove lunar rays stream in coherent arrays, as Phasia rocks Captain Dan's station. On Naomi's shores a wise man's harmony explores, and tears fill my eyes with elation. Yeehaw. I've forgotten about that one.
I said that was a great nod to everybody. It was a lot of fun, very well done piece. And I like how you incorporated so many people into it. And
Dogpile on the rabbit.
oh my God, yeah, I know. I started laughing when I heard that. It was good. I think I was on mute because I started chuckling there, and I was chuckling at something else,
I've
and I went,
forgotten about that.
oh my
And
God,
your Bombay Sapphire's a scheme, and a Dogpile on the rabbit.
exactly.
And Archie's a cockroach moonwalking. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. It was. But I mean, you hit so many different people in this. You got Randy Robbie, you had Shamala in there, which I love. Myriad Dark, Beatrix Macabre, Cedar, Jody. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I could go on forever. Titus,
Thomas, John, we got London, we've got
yeah,
Cynthia Nuno. Who else did we get in
yeah,
there?
everybody.
Monty.
Babbler, Babbler, Gray Dove,
Oh,
Lunar.
Lord of Beads was in this one too.
Hmm.
Blue Jay,
Yeah, you really
Time
like
Teller.
Aaron. I mean Eric. God, I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There was just so many wonderful references throughout, and I think that's why I wanted to save this for last. I was hoping to get the other one in too, but time kind of got away from me. But
Hats. Damn.
yeah, you
I
really,
loaded up on this one.
yeah, you really did. It's time for a new one. Time for a new one.
Whew.
Tax your brain. Time to tax Rex's brain.
Well, yeah, because I got to change a bunch of stuff to roll in some new stuff.
Right? Yep, yep, yep. But it is a great piece. It's so much fun. But I thought it was neat because I thought it was really like a walk down memory lane because in the beginning we had such a different crew, and as we
That's
went
right.
along,
I forgot you got Nigel,
yeah, Fat Cat.
Alfie, and Ralph.
Yep, yep. I had to
Some
laugh
fat
at that.
cat fun.
Thomas and John, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, this was fun. What do you think, Pam?
Oh,
Oh, this was great fun for sure. This is another one I enjoyed reading. Just love the sense of humor in it, and so many great nods to all these fabulous poets and fun moments that we've shared together on the shows.
Honest to God.
So thank you, Rex, and thank you, Jean. Wonderful show tonight to both of you.
Thank you, Pam. It was fun. Thanks for joining us. And thank you to Gray, and thank you to Laurent. He's our silent partner tonight. Uh, but there was a lot of fun, and it blew you in the room, of course. And thanks to everybody who joined in. Errant and JoJo and Robbie and Monty and Leary, and I think I'm missing somebody. I'm so sorry. My memory is not good for hanging on to names. But it was really because I read them and then, like, I get moving around and then I get lost. Sorry. But it was really an enjoyable night. It was a lot of fun, a lot of great songs and poetry. And yeah, I liked it. I liked it. So happy anniversary, everybody. Oh, hang on. I got to go over there. Hang on. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, listen. Oh, wait. That was stupid. Oh, my God. Oh, it skipped the pop. Hang on. I got to try it again. Oh, no. It's going to do that. Finish that out. Son of a gun. I can pause this. I can't get used to that idea. Okay, now here we go. Listen up. We're going to have another toast. Yeah. No, it's not the aquarium. Cheers to everybody. Cheers to everybody who helps make this possible. Every show. To our host, our hostesses, to our poets that contribute poetry, for all the laughs and the fun, and all the time that we've really spent together. I think some of us have spent more time together than we do with our families. That's all I can say. But definitely a great show, Rex. Thank you, Pam. She's gone. So appreciate you, and it was a lot of fun. And thanks for co-hosting with me as always. Thank you, Pam, for running the contest.
yeah.
Yeah,
Laurent's still with us. He's going to wake up with a dead battery.
I know he's gonna wake up like, what is going on? He might be on his computer. That could be, but yeah,
Well,
he's gonna
well, I
wake.
think he would, if he was, then he would have dropped us a note. But I think he snoozed out.
Maybe I think he fell asleep in his chair. He's probably going to be waking up like, what happened? But we'll move his piece to next Friday, and we can do it that way. And I had a couple other pieces, older pieces that I wanted to put on, and maybe I'll move them to next Friday as well. I don't want to skip over them. There's some older ones, Wolf Spirit, and let me look, Wolf Spirit,
Two for
and
Wolf Spirit.
yeah, two for Wolf Spirit. I think you're number three, right? And Laurent. So I think maybe we'll just do that. We'll put them up because it'd be nice to listen to Wolf Spirit's pieces again. So anyway, hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day tomorrow, and a great week next week. What are we doing on Sunday? Oh, we're doing open music.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I guess we have a board up, huh?
I got to put that up now.
Oh God. Hope we get some
Yeah.
poetry. Okay. Well, that sounds good. And yes. So I look forward to that. So Rex, I will see you Sunday.
Yes.
And Gray and Pam will be running Gray's show tomorrow night because they have a family function. The nerve of these people expecting me to show up. Anyway, I know. Like, I don't think they want me to. I think I was invited in the obligatory sense, but I'll mess up their whole day and show up. Anyway, anyway, everybody have a wonderful night. Talk to you all soon. Okay.
Hi,
Good night.
gang.
Good night, everybody. Good night, Laurent. Okay. Bye. Laurent, did you want to comment on that?